Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk, the series where we don't give a goddamn about your political opinions. This is your friendly neighborhood Birdman, and today we're talking about The Hunt. So The Hunt has a bit of controversy behind it. Basically, after the first trailer dropped, there were 2 mass shootings which prompted Universal to indefinitely shelve the film. Then the film was, in an ironic turn of events, lambasted by the conservative right, and they attempted to get the movie completely canceled as the trailer somewhat positioned itself as a movie that was blasting conservatives. This led to the film being delayed and ultimately being released during March of 2020. Unfortunately, a certain virus happened.
Coronavirus!
And that meant the movie wouldn't be able to be seen in theaters by the majority of moviegoers. Needless to say, this was a movie the universe simply didn't want to happen, which of course meant I was dying to see it. With a bit of foresight, I predicted that movie studios would and should begin releasing these new movies on streaming platforms due to the coronavirus, and lo and behold, that is exactly what they did. So I was able to watch The Hunt in the comfort of my own home, and I gotta say, I was extremely satisfied with this movie. And no, it wasn't because I was able to eat a Mexican pizza whilst watching it. The Hunt's basic premise is this: a moderately sized group of people wake up in an undisclosed area with no recollection of how they arrived there. They find a crate in the middle of a field that houses weaponry, and soon thereafter, they find themselves being hunted, apparently for sport. These people need to figure out why they are there and who is hunting them before they all get killed. I'll be frank, the trailer for this film doesn't do it justice. As I mentioned earlier, it shows the movie as if it is against conservative people. This is misleading because the entirety of the film is making fun of both sides. Seriously, the film shows caricatures of the left and how ridiculous their virtue signaling, SJW tactics, and exploitation of minorities can be, and caricatures of the right show how easily they believe in conspiracy theories and how racist, sexist, and xenophobic the right can be.
Oh, look, almost all the frogs don't now want females. They want to have sex with males who don't produce eggs, so the frogs are dying. And I said, it's making the frickin' frogs gay.
I can't remember ever watching a movie being this fair to both sides by saying they're both terrible, and here at the Birdman, that is exactly my premise. So hell yeah, I loved laughing at both of them being made fun of. And in doing so, I thought this film was extremely clever. I know it may seem as if erecting caricatures of political positions seems to be on the nose, but the way the film pulls it off had me rewinding multiple times because of just how blown my mind was at these concepts. In fact, the final revelation of the film is just that: someone erecting a caricature of someone else because of what they look or sound like or where they may be from. It's almost as if the movie is holding a mirror to Americans and saying, this is what you're doing, and you should probably stop because you're probably wrong. The film features multiple fake-outs as well, which is something I enjoy in satirical films. In the beginning of the film, you're never quite sure who the main character is, and I thought this was quite exciting. The film is also pretty gory, so if you're squeamish, here's your fair warning. I thought the cast was pretty great, as they exemplified all the political stereotypes pretty well, and in doing that, I'd hated pretty much every character, except Betty Gilpin, which is by design. Speaking of Betty, damn dude, she was brilliant. She's like the female Jason Bourne. Her fight scenes are top fucking notch, and I even enjoyed her little personality quirks.
I am like...
I only ever remember seeing her in Stuber, but she seriously has a bright future in comedy and action if she chose to do so. On the downside, this film isn't exactly what you think it is. No spoilers, but if you're here looking for Battle Royale or the most dangerous game, then you're going to be disappointed. This is where I was kind of disappointed in this movie, in that I was honestly expecting a Battle Royale. The film is much smaller in scope than that film, and the reason these people are being hunted is way fucking dumber. Honestly, I can't think of a dumber reason to actually hunt people. Like when the reveal happened, I was sitting there in awe of how insane their reasoning was. This brings the film down a whole letter grade for me, and not only because of my expectations, but because it just doesn't logically follow. In conclusion, I had a lot of fun with this movie. As an apolitical person, it brings me joy to see a movie do the same thing I do: make fun of people that make their politics their identity. The film is tight and concise, has an interesting and exciting premise, and Betty Gilpin is an amazing lead. While the reveal and reasoning behind The Hunt was something of a letdown, I'd actually recommend this movie if you're able to afford the somewhat steep rental price of $20. But if you were going to the movies to see this, you'd have spent more than $20 anyway, and you'd have never had the ability to rewind, watch multiple times, or pause to go to the bathroom. A B.
Cigarettes in Arkansas only cost $6. You fucked up, bitch!
As always, thank you so much for watching the Did It Suck series. I appreciate it, especially during these times where we're all stuck in the house and don't have much to do outside of watch movies and play video games. That being said, have you or will you watch The Hunt? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. In either case, this has been your friendly neighborhood Birdman, and I'll catch you snowflakes later.